Namaste. Welcome to 12 days of yoga joy. I'm very happy to have you here with me and happy to share the next 12 days with all of us together practicing yoga in these very hectic days of December month. So today we're gonna ease into our practice, building up until the end of the 12 days. So basically today we're going to start our practice by sitting comfortable on the floor, or if you prefer to find a block if you have, or a couple of books to sit up higher so that your lower back is straight and supported. And let's go ahead and close our eyes. We're going to be here for a few moments and just really feel comfortable and begin focusing on your breath. In and out through your nose. Just let your breath be as natural as possible. We don't need to do anything special besides just allowing ourselves to concentrate on one single breath at a time. The inhale and then the exhale. And just continue doing that. If this is totally new to you and it feels maybe difficult or challenging just to breathe in and out through the nose, then go ahead and go through your normal, everyday type of breath. All we want to do here is to allow ourselves to start feeling, or maybe becoming the observer of how it is to be in our bodies, just right this moment. And by becoming the observer, what I mean is that we're not necessarily going into a place where we need to have any opinions about it or any specific ideas of what is right or what is wrong. We just want to be here. And to do that, we just keep coming back to the breath. Just notice one breath, then the next, and one breath, and then the next. And still trying to keep your eyes closed for a few moments more. Now bring your hands together in front of the heart, in front of your chest. Stay here for a couple of breaths more. Take a deep inhale so we all synchronize our breaths. Taking the inhale all the way down to right under the navel. And then allow yourself to exhale fully, in or out through the nose. Now let's go ahead and bow or lower the chin down towards the hands, towards the heart. For one breath. And then let's inhale, bring the chin back up. And then go ahead and open up your eyes. Welcome. Okay, we're going to start our practice today on a child's pose. So if you're not familiar with child's pose, go ahead and bring your feet behind you. Allow the big toes to touch, open your knees wide, and then lower your hips back towards the heels. And then let's go ahead and allow ourselves to lower the front body. The forehead touches the mat and we stretch the arms up over the head. And then go ahead and stay here for a few moments. We're going to try to keep our breath in and out through the nose. And notice what the breath can do to the movement. If we don't try to control it with our heads, with our thoughts. Again, we're going to be playing the role of the observer. It's more like a self-exploration as we're here. Now go ahead, with your inhale, lift your head, look towards the fingers, and then use your exhale to walk your arms all the way towards the left. So make an effort to keep both sitting bones close to the heels, and then push with the left hand down, right hand is going to reach over the left. And then lower your forehead down again. Keep finding your breath. We're going to keep that focused and concentration on the breath. And slowly you're going to notice how the breath is going to, like equal breaths, inhales and exhales. Now let's inhale once again, lift the gaze up towards the hands and use your whole exhale to walk your arms over to your right. So this time the right hand is pushing down, left arm reaches up, over, and then let's lower. Again, sit bones reaching back, or the hips reaching back towards the heels. Allow the body to continue relaxing through the breath, feeling the stretch on the left side of the body here. Relax the shoulders. Let's go ahead and inhale, look up, and exhale. Use your full exhale to go back to center. We're going to feel the palms down towards the earth and come on onto all fours. All fours are tabletop, with the knees right under the hips, hip width distance apart. And then the hands, the wrists of the shoulders right under the shoulders. Find a neutral position to start with here, especially right now. Just notice your palms, expand that space in between the fingers. And then we're going to go on for a cat-cow. So basically through inhale here, you can stretch the tailbone down, begin curving your spine, and then lower your head down. Pull your belly. And then when you're ready for exhale, stretch your tailbone up. Arch your spine. And then begin looking up, taking the gaze up towards the skies. Now continue this movement. Exhale. We're going to do this a few more times. Rounding the back. And inhale, coming back. Onto a cow pose. Feel the stretch in your lower belly. And exhale, begin with your upper back, rounding, take it all the way to the tailbone, stretch the tailbone down. And then one last time, arching here, tailbone up, curve your spine, open your shoulders wide, look up. Let's go ahead and come back into neutral position here. So we're going to lengthen the spine also all the way through the neck and the crown of the head. Feel how long you can get here. And then just begin, going from side to side, or we're probably going to start making circles. Use your breath. Whatever feels good for you. Alternating from side to side. You can also go back and forth, arching and rounding. You might not be able to do this that often, and it really feels good. So we come back to center, back to our tabletop. I'm going to walk the knees a few inches behind the hips. Come back to wrist right under the shoulders. Now tuck your back toes. On the inhale, we're going to lift the knees. Exhale, just release, maybe all the way down, or if you prefer to hover right over the mat. A few more times. Inhale. Use the palm of your hand down towards the earth. Exhale. Don't let your head fall completely down. You're going to find those places that support the movement. Inhale. And exhale. Let's just hover right over the mat. One more time. Inhale here. And exhale. Lower the knees back down. Coming back onto tabletop once again with the knees right under the hips. Now with the toes tucked, we're going to reach the hips back towards the heels. Sitting on the heels. So now we're going to stretch the toes. And feel that. Try to push the toes down. Also the ball of the foot down towards the earth. Close your eyes if that feels better. Come back to the breath. In and out through the nose. Alright. Lower your hands. Shake the feet if necessary. And now we're going to place the top of the feet down towards the earth. Hips reached back towards the heels. And so for some of us, this one might be a little bit more intense. We're pushing the top of the feet down. So lengthen. If you prefer and you don't feel anything, place your hands down, lift your knees, and check out how that feels. Couple breaths more. Just try to find that connection, to feel how it is to be ourselves, just right now. Lower the knees, and go back to tabletop. Tuck the toes once again. Now reach with the hips back. We're going to go on to our downward dog. So feel those palms down. Feel the distance in between the index finger and the thumbs, and then take it all the way up. Keep your thighs close to your belly to start with, and go really, really long on your spine. So you might have to bend the knees to do that. Focus on really lengthening your spine as much as possible. And once we get there, let's go ahead and bend one knee at a time. Keeping those arms also down towards the earth. And check that the ribs are pulling up as well so that we can lengthen. So pull the belly. Find your breath. If it's your very first downward dog or this is not a pose you try that often, just keep pedaling. If you're really used to this pose, just come back to your downward dog and hold it for a few moments. Trying to settle deeper, open your shoulders wide. Yeah. Now all together, we're going to inhale, look towards the top of the mat, bend your knees, and then walk, jump, or take a couple of big steps towards the top. Now inhale here, lengthen, just halfway soft. Going to lengthen the spine. And exhale, lower, use the whole full breath out. Couple more times. Inhale, lengthen here. And exhale, lower. And then this time we're going to go all the way up. Inhale, so stretch both arms up over your head. Lengthen here as if we're going to touch the skies, maybe the palms touch. Exhale, lower both hands down to the center of the heart. And then mountain pose. Yeah, so we're just going to be here standing today for a couple more minutes, doing that same thing. It's a little bit of a sun salutation today, not too much. So standing on our mountain pose, toes together, pull your belly, relax your shoulders. And then take your arms up. Inhale, arms reach up towards the skies, maybe the palms touch, take your gaze up. And as we exhale, we go forward, and then we go down onto a forward fold. Full breath out. Inhale a couple of times, lengthen halfway up, and then lower, exhale. And one more time, inhale here. Exhale, we're going to plant the palms, maybe bend the knees if you can't get there, and walk both feet back onto a plank pose. Now your plank pose can be here, high plank, micro round your upper back, pull your belly. You can also keep your knees down if it's a little bit too intense to start with. Alright, couple breaths more. Inhale here, and we're going to go all the way down. Lower your knees, chest and chin onto your mat. And then lower all the way down onto your belly, keeping both hands under the shoulders for a cobra, little cobra. Top of the feet down. Inhale here. We're gonna exhale, tuck the toes, take it through child's pose. So push back, keep your toes tucked. We're gonna go back to our downward dog. Next downward dog. Gonna be here, couple of full breaths. Part of the beginning of what is sun salutations. Keep us warm. Makes our heart beat a little bit faster. And now we're gonna go forward. Inhale, stand on the ball of your feet, bend your knees. And then walk, jump, or take a couple of big steps. Let's take the hands to the shins, lengthen here, halfway up. And exhale, lower all the way down. And then we go back up. Inhale, stretch those arms up over the head. Look up. And exhale, hands down to the center of the heart. And then mountain pose. And so for today, that's it for an introduction to our sun salutations. We're going to go back down onto Shavasana. Let's take it up. Inhale, stretch both arms up over the head. And exhale, lower all the way down. Feel how you use your whole breath out. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. And exhale, plant your palms. We're going to walk both feet back. Once again, plank pose. Lower your knees, chest and chin. So feel that you're bending your elbows. And then lower all the way down into your belly. We're going to take a locust pose today. An easy one, so just bring both arms to the sides of the body. With your palms down or palms up. Just feeling which one it feels good for you today. And then go ahead and lift your legs, lift your shoulders and arms. Look forward, staying here for, let's say, a couple of breaths. Finding your breath. Find the ease in your breath. Inhale here. And exhale, lower both hands down. Push your way back onto the heels. And we're going to finish our practice here. Taking first a few breaths just to reconnect and reset. Feel how it makes you feel alive. Feel how it makes you maybe release a little bit of that busyness or whatever we might be going through that brings us onto our mat. So I really hope to see you tomorrow. Very nice to have you with us today. Namaste.